Good Woden's Day to you. The banner across the top, whatever you call it, is the US unemployment going back to 1994. And the three lines are U1, U3 and U6, three of the different measurements of unemployment. Okay. Where are we today? We are here. This one that I've been having, I've had this open in my tabs to use for a while. So I think I'll use it just as, I might even use this just as a video. I don't know. So it'll be video and one, yeah, whatever. UBS draws fine line around Connecticut in layoff spree. UBS, the big Swiss bank. UBS to keep at least 2,000 jobs in state in return for $20 million. Bank denies reports that it will lay off 3,000 in fixed income in the US. State negotiated loan under UBS threat moving to New York. Okay, so the basic line here is this next one, New York, Reuters, UBS AG, that's the full name of the company, may be wielding an axe over 10,000 employees. But at least 2,000 workers in the state of Connecticut will survive. So, UBS decided to cut their banking workforce globally by 10,000 people, workers, good paid jobs. Connecticut gets a whiff of this and say no. Connecticut's just to the north of New York, for anybody that doesn't know. You go up through Bronx and White Plains and you're there. It's not far away. So I'm sure the local people had this idea of having a Wall Street in Connecticut. And obviously if UBS closes down, that's 2,000. These are bond traders. 2,000 well-paid bond traders that wouldn't be on their new Wall Street. And the wine bars wouldn't do as well and all that sort of stuff. And there would be a multiplier effect, certainly, with jobs like this going away. Right. That's established. Okay, what I've got here and why it's a video is there would be, and there is, competition for those jobs, whether they stay or they go. I mean, UBS want them to go because they can't afford them, but if you pay them $10 million, they might keep them. But even if it was establishing 2,000 new jobs, New Jersey, Connecticut, loads of areas would pay them to go and install themselves in their area. Now, this is a problem. It's a problem for so many reasons. You've got, how should we look at this? Corporation tax, let's say, which can be avoided by anybody that's really big and clever. You just say that you earned it somewhere else, and all sorts of different ways of doing it. So many of these companies are doing it. So you're not really going to get people on corporation tax. So we can think, well, should corporation tax, business tax, be eliminated completely? Because the big boys just get away with it. And it's just left to be paid by the little boys, you know, the people under 50 employees or under 10 employees, who are, referring to above the unemployment rate, the really big creators of jobs around the world. It isn't just in the United States, the United Kingdom. It is the smaller under 50 employee outfits that do most of the hiring. The big boys generally don't. In banking, there's been a great big upsweep over the last 30 years, and they have employed more and more. But generally, they do things more and more and more efficiently as time goes on, and the big boys generally are downsizing if they're doing anything. So is corporation or business tax a good idea? You've got terrible problems with the whole thing, because generally, if it's not a bank, say it's a retailer, what happens anyway? It's the clients, the customers, the people that pay the tax anyway, because the company does not have any money just like that. It has money when it's bought something in and sold something out, and it's got the difference. But if it needs to pay tax on that difference, it needs a bigger difference. In other words, it has to put the prices up. In other words, it's the people that pay the corporation tax, the business tax. So is it sensible? Is it part of the great thing where money has its value because people have to have it to pay taxes? Is it part of that? I was about to say scam, but it's not a scam, but it's just an underlying foundation for the value of money. It's a great unfairness that a big outfit in an area can demand tax rebates on its rent or whatever it might be, where a small one can't, because the small one doesn't have the leverage. It just, the local government know it's not going to, it's not a big enough deal for a 20 people outfit that says, look, we're going to run away. They go, well, go away then, because they just don't have the leverage, and they know they generally won't run away because there'll be 20 people with 20 families there, and they won't want to leave, and it's probably a local business serving a local clientele, and it can't leave. So the big thinks on this for you lot is to rejig the whole tax system for the Western world, your area, wherever it is, your country. Is corporation tax, is business tax a sensible tax to be having? Should it be made illegal for any local town, city, county, state to pay for a company to come and establish there? We all know of places that have paid big style for something to come in and establish in their area, so they've got the job, the money coming in, and the money circulating. Is that viable? I think not. There's something extremely untidy about business taxes. There's something very untidy about personal taxes as well. But if you want to talk about personal taxes and try and work that one out, I wouldn't know where to start. So I would go for business taxes first. And if in doubt, I think I would throw it away, tear it up completely for all businesses, and recommend it to the WTF, the World Trade Federation, whoever, whatever, to say, let's do this around the world. Tear up business taxes for absolutely everybody. Leave it with you, any ideas that you've got. But somewhere along the line, these tax regulations have got to be tidied up, because they're so easy to get around for the big boys, impossible to get around for the small boys, which creates an uneven playing field, which is oh so unfair. So anything that you got to say on the subject, talk to me, talk between each other, and I'll see you down there in comments. Bye.